some of which are shown here. Perhaps you have noticed in the back of your electric refrigerator small pipes. These are made of copper tubing. The Corps of Engineers had over 3,000 requirements for copper tubing, each with a different stock number. We now cut these items from bulk tubing using simple tools which are in the hands of the men in the field, thus eliminating 2,500 line items. When you press the little switch on the floorboard of your automobile to dim your headlights, this is the little dimmer switch gadget that does the work. Through standardization, we have succeeded in reducing several of these items with the same function to one. Incidentally, it is a less costly item. When you take your automobile to the filling station to have your car greased, these little grease fittings are the port of entry for the lubricating grease. Note on this board are 120 grease fittings which were formerly stocked under 120 different part numbers because we bought them from different manufacturers. We have now stocked these under one federal stock number and in one bin. The average cost used to be 22 cents each. We now pay an average of 3 cents each. So standardization results in not only space and manpower savings, but procurement savings. We have succeeded in eliminating over 5,000 line items of gaskets by the use of bulk material. The man in the field cuts out his own gaskets. Hand in hand with the program of eliminating all unnecessary repair parts by standardization, we have developed a small engine program in 6 sizes: 1/2, 1 1/2, 3, 6, 10, and 20 horsepower, designed to meet the power needs of the armed forces. These 6 engines replace 78, now presently being supplied the military services. At the present time, at the Continental Motors plant in Detroit, these engines are being assembly line tested. These engines will run water pumps, air compressors, and hundreds of other items. Standardization is a huge step forward in ease of maintenance for the men in the field. In war, you cannot purchase or place a value on time. Standardization constantly recognizes new ideas, research and development, and a better way of doing things. Sometimes we compare it to the daily task of shaving. No matter how well you do it today, it still has to be done again tomorrow. Our goal in standardization is a better and more economical way of supplying engineer troops.
Whatever the secret weapons a nation might have, none can perform without the support of construction power. America can be proud of its ability to manufacture and ship the equipment, supplies, and repair parts needed to assure the construction power when called for by military units, and for numberless purposes, including aid to our allies in the Mutual Assistance Program. These carloads of equipment symbolize not only our industrial might, but our clear recognition of the necessities of preparedness. A job needs to be done, it is being done. And these shipments to units here and abroad suggest, too, the countless constructive purposes for which this type of equipment can be employed. future we do not know, but the past is full of lessons for the future. A shipment of supplies by truck recalls World War II's Red Ball Express for rushing equipment to the men in the front lines. Today, we are continuing to think of the race against time, and here, for example, new techniques for mass airborne transportation of heavy engineer equipment are under test. The work goes on, a joint effort by a civilian military team to develop the best techniques for supplying the finest equipment available to those who must use it and maintain it in the face of countless difficulties and dangers. Your combat engineers.
In war, in peace, whenever America can use their services, United States Army engineers are standing by, ready when needed. Now, this is Sergeant Stuart Queen, inviting you to be with us again next week for another look at your Army in action on The Big Picture.
The Big Picture is an official television report for the armed forces and the American people. Produced by the Army Pictorial Center. Presented by the United States Army in cooperation with this station.